I voyaged far in skies unknown, by seeking treasure unforetold, and from the stars and darkness deep, I find my way back home.
Spelljammer for sure.
To the wind our caution's thrown, adventures high, our wills are stone. We've journeyed seeking treasure bright, and now we sail for home. Home. Home.
Nice.
With dreams and riches unforetold, we venture off to shores unknown. We sail our ship across the stars to treasure far from home.
There it is. There it is. Some of you called it. I thought from that April Fool's joke that this would be true.
I'm so stoked Spelljammer is coming out.
Which means I can finally say, Spelljammer confirmed. The time has come to welcome one and all to the first ever D&D Direct, a show packed with all the exciting, entertaining, and epic information you'll need to immerse yourself in the world of Dungeons & Dragons for 2022 and beyond. I'm B. Dave Walters.
And I'm Anna Prosser, and we are truly honored to be your host today.
For the next 30 minutes, we are going to travel between worlds, from role-playing games to video games to entertainment and partner reveals. So gather around as we bring you the most exciting and up-to-the-minute D&D announcements right now.
We have exclusive content from Wizards of the Coast, Perfect World, Paramount Pictures, and
What is this closed captioning?
To show you just how
Turn that
vast
off.
and captivating the world of Dungeons & Dragons is for all the ways that we players love to engage.
First, we're going to take you on a deeper dive into the Spelljammer universe with a look into Spelljammer Adventures in Space.
In the far reaches of space.
Whoa, I'm sucked in.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris Perkins. I am the project lead on Spelljammer Adventures in Space. And this is...
Tristan Falcone. We're so excited to talk to you about Spelljammer. Deep space meets deep sea. My favorite thing about Spelljammer, the thing that brought me to it in the first place, is that it combines all of the excitement of a nautical exploration. Instead of teleporting from A to B, we're gonna get in a ship and we're gonna take the really, really long way around.
Yeah, the scenic route, right?
Yes.
Where you get to see all the cool stuff that you can't see on the highway, like cities built on asteroids and monster lairs carved out of asteroids and dead gods floating in the ether. These are the kinds of sights that players will get to experience on board the deck of a ship. Spelljammer is a campaign setting in a slipcase with 3 books, a DM screen,
Oh,
and
God.
a poster map.
Double-sided.
There's 3 64-page hardcover books. The first book is called The Astral Adventurer's Guide, and it's aimed at players and DMs because
This is way more than I thought it was going to be. Wow.
Needs to know to run campaigns and adventures set in wild space, but it also has options for players in it, including 6 new playable race options.
Oh, nice.
Astral
There it
elves.
is.
These are elves with starlight in their eyes. They've left the Feywild and they want to go be in space.
Autognomes, which are
I
mechanical
love
gnomes
elf variants.
built
Maybe I'm
gnome
just
tough.
basic.
What's the next one?
The Hadozi.
Oh, the Hadozi. Yeah, the flying monkey creatures, right?
Yes. And then we have the GIF.
Jiff.
GIF.
Agree to disagree, but
The GIF, or GIF, are a
Nice.
race of hippo-headed folk who don't know where they came from. not
Now we
sure
get
where
to
they're going.
confuse
They're looking
GIF,
for home in all
Gish,
the wrong
and
places.
GIF.
Then we have the Plasmoids.
you get to play as a slime. I'm
Yes,
so excited.
yes, our first character race where you are an ooze. And then we've got the Thrycreen, which are insectile humanoids that have telepathy, so you can have silent conversations with your friends. And they have carapaces that can actually change color and hue to blend into their surroundings.
I love them.
You gotta have the bug folk. The second
Oh,
book,
man.
which is called Boo's Astral Menagerie, named after the very famous miniature giant space hamster, is a bestiary of new monsters for the setting. For instance, there are space clowns,
There's also vampirates, murder comets.
giant space hamsters, there are solar dragons and lunar
You know we like the
dragons,
giant
all kinds
space
of
hamsters.
creatures. And the third and final book is an adventure. And it's called Light of Xerixis. It is an all-new D&D adventure set in wild space in the astral sea. And it's got how many episodes?
12 episodes, believe it or not.
And each one
Man,
of
they really
those
went
ends in a cliffhanger.
all out.
You jerks.
It's
I know,
crazy.
Until you get to the, of course, conclusion where
Everything goes absolutely buck wild, and you'll have to see for yourself.
Spelljammer Adventures in Space, coming in August 2022.
August,
I don't
is
want to wait
right?
that long.
Yes.
But
is there anything we can do in the meantime
it'll be a
to get
good
going?
birthday
Oh,
present.
wait, yes. In July, we are going to release a prequel adventure. All you need is a Wizards account, sign up now, and set sail for the stars.
Shameless
I love
plug.
Spelljammer, and I cannot wait to further explore the astral sea with these books. And here's something else that greatly enhances your Spelljammer expeditions. Our partner WizKids has created an entire collection of spacefaring figurines. Let's take a look at the exclusive preview now.
I'm more of a 3D print nerd myself, but
Worlds beyond worlds.
could be cool to check some of these out.
Light, dark, watery, and earthen. They all share one basic need. A need for heroes. Attention Voyagers. At long last, the epic space fantasy returns.
These illustrations are fantastic. I can't wait to take a look at some of those.
Icons of the realms.
I like my books with pictures in them, you know?
Take on a cosmic enemy with new playable races, NPCs, and otherworldly creatures from the depths of wild
And just being able to
space.
take some of this stuff and work it into your own campaigns is going to be really cool. I can't wait for that.
And the menacing Void Scaver. Enhance your storytelling
Well, that's new.
experience with 2-in-1 combined figures. Now you're ready to face any danger in the astral sea.
Oh, wow. That's interesting that they did that. I can't imagine that's going to catch on too much, but it's really cool.
Muddles, or get tactical. Only you can vanquish the threat of destruction and prevent calamity. Welcome to Spelljammer.
80s vibes. I'm all about it.
Icons
So
of the
cool.
Realms figures online or at your local game store this fall.
You can collect this devastating dreadnought and all the other Spelljammer figures at your local game store this summer.
Next, we want to bring you the latest on Baldur's Gate 3. So let's check in with Sven at Larian Studios for a look at all the recent progress they've made.
This might be a little less for me, but
There's an update.
I can always appreciate it.
Sven? Sven? Have you guys seen Sven? There's an update. Oh, okay. Sven? Sven?
Those poor game developers. The tough life.
Sven? Ah! Who are you?
A doctor.
Okay, and where is Sven?
Sven's incapacitated at the moment.
Sven is dead, y'all.
So,
Sven is dead.
in space. He clearly suspects you're suffering the early effects of ceramorphosis.
What was that?
Now he just thinks you're weird.
Hey, Garrett. Thanks for dropping in, man. Good to see you.
You've got a parasite in your brain, and it must be removed. But first, according to the official apothecary,
I hope this isn't the D&D movie. That
We'll
the
have
acting
to-
is just
to
so good.
test your memory. Tell me, what do you still remember of the last 18 months?
I have to leave. No, I'm going.
Memories wash over you as the worm burrows into the lobe responsible for producing quality promotional videos. Suddenly, a trailer materializes in your mind's eye.
Hey, Hedge. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking that up as soon as possible. It couldn't have come at a better time. Spoilers not intended. Theodore, looks like this is going to be like a campaign setting. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be all this stuff. It's got 3 separate books and 1 slip. So like, they did a lot more than I thought they were going to do. I guess the books are a little bit smaller, but they covered a lot of ground. So expect a lot from this. Expect a lot from it.
By the 9 hells, we've added a lot of great stuff already. And there's more where that came from. So join us in early access on our journey to Baldur's Gate 3, or come along in 2023 when the game releases. Thanks, Doc.
Wait, no, wait, your Ceramorphosis!
Hey RJ, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, this is kind of a last minute setup, so
Baldur's Gate 3 keeps
the audio
getting
might be a
better
little
and better.
desynced.
There's still a lot more in store for the game with an expected 2023 release date.
But in the meantime, let's set our sights on glorious adventures and fresh new locales in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. To give us all the insider details, here are Ajit George and Wes Schneider.
Hi, I'm Ajit George. And I'm Wesley Schneider, and we're here today to talk about Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, a new anthology of Dungeons & Dragons adventures.
One of the things I love most about this book is that we got 16 black and brown writers to put together stories based on their lives, their backgrounds, their cultures, and their myths to weave 13 incredible adventures and 15 new locations that players and DMs can really dig into.
This anthology covers levels 1 to 14 and really highlights the incredible diversity of possibilities and adventures that you can see in Dungeons & Dragons.
It's gonna be cool. I think it'll be nice to get some more like folklore into the D&D space.
Described in there, but also there are 12 missing portals or Concord jewels that are transports, and that could be used to make links to their locations in their own home games.
The adventures and locations, you can run these as one-off adventures themselves, or you can set them in.
Hey, Dungeon Mike, yeah, they do save by default, so
in writing for the
be able to
Citadel, all of
keep
the
this on
writers
YouTube
share
for
their
later.
notes with each other, and so you will see seeds of each other's lands and adventures within the other, and you get the sense of like a shared world. The cultures, they all connect to the Radiant Citadel in that the Radiant Citadel is ruled by a group called the Speakers for the Ancestors.
Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel includes multiple adventures. We're going to talk about just 3 of them here today, starting off with the adventure Wages of Vice.
Wages of Vice is a 5th level adventure. The art is gorgeous, bright, a lot of pastels, something you don't usually see in D&D.
We're gonna be getting a ton of art. It might not be exciting for everybody, but
and it's going to provoke their imagination.
it's very exciting for me as a D&D content creator. I have more stuff to pull from for my videos, so expect some new and fresh art in the vids moving forward.
This is a plane-spanning adventure where you start off in this region called Intagua. You're going to see mystery and majesty of the Feywild,
it's very
but
like
then go
gloomy.
all the way to the inscrutable Far Realm and face creatures in the realm of madness. This adventure also includes a new monster, the Whisper.
This is going to tie in so well to Spelljammer too. It'll supplement itself right in.
The Fiend of Hollow Mine is a 4th level adventure. It takes place in the city of San Satlan and the festival,
Oh my gosh.
the Night of the Remembered. When
You can live
the departed
Coco,
and the dead
it looks like.
come back to celebrate with their lost ones, their loved ones, in this raucous party of skeletons and spirits. And for this one night, those who have been lost come back and share this beautiful moment. And the players get to be part of that.
I'm saving this for a Halloween
This book has
campaign
so much to
for
offer.
sure.
13 new adventures, 16 new locations.
And this is all just a taste of the adventures, the locations, and the monsters that you're going to find in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel when it releases on June 21st.
I can already see the Dungeon Master wheels in your mind turning, B-Dave.
Yes, you know me, and I am what I am, and it is absolutely true, which is why I feel qualified to appeal now to our fellow Dungeon Masters. What we have for you next is something you have never seen before. But I feel compelled to fortify you with caution. For once you cast your gaze on these, you will not be able to live without them. You have been warned.
Okay. They are really hyping up these tokens here, huh? Yeah, I'm not really about it. Like I said, I'm kind of a 3D print nerd. I think this could be useful for some tables. But man, with the advent of 3D printing, it is not that hard to get some really great 3D minis out there. I can't imagine too many people are going to be stoked about that.
And then just easily peel them back off and reuse them. Handy and sustainable.
Next, we have the terrain case that will also enhance your D&D experience like never before.
Terrain case. It's fold flat. Yeah, just so I'm gonna use I'm gonna use this this time to double check my audio. That's what I've been doing. I'm not super enthused about this. I feel like there's a lot of this stuff already in the space. It's interesting that you can peel the stickers on and off, but I feel like that's a technology that's been tested before, and it has not held up over time.
I want both of these campaign cases in my arsenal.
Always both.
Always both. Definitely both.
Which is why it is so great that they'll be available this July. Next, we're thrilled to take you from the tabletop to the big screen with an exciting update from the filmmakers of the upcoming D&D movie.
Please don't suck.
Hi, I'm John Francis Daly, and I'm Jonathan Goldstein. After years of being devoted players, we, like you, have spent a lot of time imagining the incredible places, characters, and limitless adventure that D&D offers.
We could not be more excited to bring this world to the big screen. We just wrapped shooting in some of the most incredible locations.
It's a dream come true to bring the Forgotten Realms and the Sword Coast to life. We set out to capture the spirit of fun and surprise that we all love about D&D.
Thank you to our awesome partners at Wizards of the Coast, but most importantly, thank you to you, the greatest fans in the world.
It's going to be in theaters March 2023. We can't wait for you to see it.
That's not too far away. Less than a year. Honor Among Thieves. Is that the first time we get a title for that? I think it is.
Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves coming to theaters March 2023.
It cannot get here soon enough. And I love how film is another incredible way to inspire and invite new players to join the D&D community. There's just so much variety and evolution here. It is always the perfect time to try your first game. And it makes it easier than ever for new players to join us and create these lasting memories and experiences for themselves.
You're so right, B-Dave, and especially right now, it's the digital aspects of this set that make it so simple. Take a look at this. This brand new D&D starter set not only features a fresh new adventure,
we figured we would get to look at this.
Digital onboarding tools that immediately introduce new players to the basics.
It has never been easier, and the set itself is also different from the current starter set. It is more streamlined and easier to understand. Additionally, the starter set contains everything you need to start playing the world's greatest role-playing game.
It's always so exciting to welcome the next generation of players, and this starter set is the best way for players to share their love of D&D with their friends and family members, and especially kids.
Speaking of amazing digital content, a new D&D digital library is available on the D&D website today. Just use or create your Wizards account to get access to all this new digital content right now. We already told you about the Spelljammer Academy adventure, but there's something else, and it's one of my favorite things, the new digital monstrous compendium. Talk about another treasured memory. I mean, all the way back to the beginning, one of my favorite things to do was to get the old monstrous compendium and look at all the stat blocks and all the art and just dream about all these terrible creatures, beholders and umber hulks and mind flayers.
Can I have a displacer beast instead?
we can have both. Why not both?
Fair.
You know,
We have Displacer Beasts at home.
Massive second edition binder bulging at the seams with iconic art because, well, I mean, I still have it.
Of course.
No, I love that thing. And I'm so excited they are bringing it back and that it will continue to be updated.
Monstrous Compendium Volume 1 will be available to all players with a Wizards account or a D&D Beyond account and comes with 10 monsters from Spelljammer, both well-known and completely brand new for your collection. Throughout the year, you can collect more volumes of the Monstrous Compendium and expand your collection of the monsters from across the multiverse.
For example, Volume 1 features the Eldritch Lich, one of the most powerful undead wizards to ever exist, which is something I'm super pumped about. And then there's something I know that you're going to be pumped about, the 10-legged asteroid spider.
Is 10 legs better than 8? Or...
I mean, objectively better than 8. There's more legs. That's more better.
So we are going to get some new monsters.
Well, you know, there's
there.
at least one monster none of us have seen, the Star Lancer.
That's really exciting. I can't wait to see that. And it's only a tiny taste of all the stuff coming to players this year in their D&D digital library on the D&D website.
Dungeons & Dragons is a fantasy world for everyone around the world. That's why we're delighted to showcase the latest books will be available in French, Italian, German, and Spanish.
This is a tremendous expansion to the list of
I'm ready to see what's next at this point.
European languages in 2021. We're thrilled to announce that these titles will now be available. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, Monsters of the Multiverse.
I mean, they're trying. I think the idea, Ryan, is they're trying to give you a taste of what's out there so that you buy the full thing. I get it. I'm here for it. I'm not super excited because I already have all this stuff.
Exclusive video for the action MMORPG Neverwinter.
I think most people do.
I've spent my life studying the enigma of dragonkind. What drives them? Where to find them? The power they command. I've watched them build and topple whole societies. And I've seen the truth behind their treacherous words. They can be cold and callous. Some are outright savage, while others are more calculated in their ruinous pursuits. No matter their motivations, whatever fuels their primal rage, it is my responsibility to protect the citizens of Faerun from these dragons. Tell me, Dragon Slayer, will you join us?
Okay. Dragons just don't have the same punch anymore ever since Skyrim has been a thing like 20 different times.
Neverwinter on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. New dragon lairs, spectacular dragon hunting, and a fresh Tiamat trial await you.
Streaming has helped demystify Dungeons & Dragons for a whole new generation of fans. There has never been more great D&D content to watch. It has also opened the gates for incredible content to be created, including one new D&D show I'm personally quite partial to because I happen
maybe,
have the
but not
honor
yet.
of being a part of it. It's called Legends of the Multiverse. Let's take a look at the new ambitious D&D play series in this exciting trailer.
Oh, there's an Astro Elf. This art's pretty good. I like it. A gunslinging mind flayer. I'm here for that. Way to go, Jenny D. Getting on a show like that. Looks nice. Of course. like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Multiverse on the Dungeons & Dragons YouTube and Twitch channels when it premieres later this month. As a storyteller, I absolutely love the way D&D invites everyone into this world of adventure. Whether they want to play it on the tabletop, experience it through video games, watch it on the big screen, or be swept away.
Yeah, RJ, sorry, I'm just seeing your message. I agree. I don't think I don't know if that travel kit is gonna hold up very well.
That's why it was so exciting to see all the
Could be
new
nice to
content
have
and
as like a
products
backup
coming
for
our way in
things, but I can't
2022
imagine
and beyond.
it's gonna be a
From
staple in
incredible
everyone's
brands
kit.
like Spelljammer, Baldur's Gate 3, and Neverwinter.
And from products like the new campaign cases, the Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel anthology, the Reborn starter set, and so much more.
I'm more excited for the Radiant Citadel now than I was. It looks really good.
Coming later this year.
In the forgotten dungeons of the Forgotten Realms, an elusive treasure awaits you.
This animation is kind of cool.
Standing between you and your prize, the monsters who lie beneath. Gather your party, press forward, and beware your rivals. The Harpers.
The Zentarum stand in our way!
Hold fast. The Zentarum.
Only the Harpers oppose.
So new minis, basically, is what we're... I figured with WizKids, but...
A brand new tactical skirmish miniatures game in the Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Every time I get a hint of it, I'm like, VTT? that's my #1 on the wish list now that we have Spelljammer.
Gather your forces and battle fearsome monsters and worthy rivals on a quest for treasure and glory in this exciting
It looks
combat
fun.
board game. You can get your hands on Dungeons & Dragons Onslaught in local game stores this October.
We've traveled between worlds in our show today. And to reward you for sticking with us for the entire journey, we have one more intriguing thing for you.
But before we go, we want to thank you for joining us for the first ever D&D Direct.
Everything in the world of D&D is meant to be shared amongst family.
I feel like
friends,
it's
and
either
fans,
going to be
which is why it was
Dragonlance
such an honor
or
to celebrate that
VTT,
world with
but they
all of
already
you
did a
today.
big drop with Spelljammer. I don't know if we're going to get Dragonlance yet.
Our love for the game
They might
just
save
keeps
that.
growing deeper as we discover new products, create content, and adventure together. How amazing to see such evidence that D&D will never stop bringing new shared experiences and journeys to players. And to underscore that truth, here is one more thing we hope you all enjoy.
One more thing.
I often wonder why we fight. With all the evil forces that plague this land, the odds feel insurmountable. Our enemies are savage, cruel, and relentless. But even in knowing all this, we must still fight on.
This animated art is dope. Not exactly sure what we're looking at, but it's awesome.
Not for kings. Not even for glory. But for each other.
There it is. I knew it was one or the other. Awesome. That looks great. I like the art. I'm here for it. Yeah, that animated art was awesome, and I hope we get more of it. Cool. So that was our very first D&D Direct. Sorry for the late start on my end. Let me pause that. Sorry for the late start on my end, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. What was your favorite thing in the D&D Direct? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye, guys.